Hello everyone, my name is Yanko and welcome to another video. So guys, today we're doing another episode of the Celtic reviews. Of course, we are on our second last game of the pre-season before we jump into the league on Saturday. So of course, this is me finally getting round to actually doing my review against Wolverhampton Wanderers that we of course played on Saturday at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. So it started off very strongly for us. Of course, we opened the scoring within 6 minutes with an absolutely fantastically worked out goal from no other than Kyogo. And here's the goal. So guys, as you can see, perfectly struck from Kyogo. Knocks the ball into Abada, knocks the ball back in. Kyogo buries it into the back of the net. Fantastic finish and a fantastic start for once. You know, we did create a lot of dangerous chances. You know, Kyogo hit the bar. We created so many chances going through. The likes of Maeda could have got on to the end of one. Hatate could have done well as well. But, you know, we did play some very good football. You know, we did show promising signs throughout the game, which was very important for us to continue on developing as a squad. Of course, we are getting ready for the new season, and it does kick off on Saturday as we play against Ross County at Celtic Park to unfurl the Champions flag again. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there as, you know, I didn't get a hold of any tickets. The tickets sold out instantly, and I was unlucky not to actually get any of the tickets. But I'll be watching it, of course. I'll be doing my Celtic review, but I'm going to a final pre-season game, which is the game for James Forrest. His testimonial will be there tomorrow night for me, which is Monday. So there will be a vlog tomorrow, and I'm sure a lot of people like that. But you know, this was giving us a lot of opportunities. The likes of, you know, Liam Scales playing, you know, Awata was playing at right back as well. So we have had a lot of players that we don't actually have a right back at the moment. Alistair Johnson's still coming back from injury. Ralston's not long had surgery as well. So, you know, we are still, of course, missing a few players, and we will miss players. Alistair Johnson will miss the start of the season, but we think Ralston might be back by then, hopefully. But you know, there obviously is players that can play in team positions. We got a chance to see some of the players in the last couple of games to see what we can do. The likes of Yang, Kwon as well, making their debuts. We need to wait for Marco Tilio to make an impact on him as well. But you know, Odin's made a few appearances, and you know, I'm looking forward to the actual league games to see how the players like Odin, like Yang, etc. will all play. How will they all cope? But here's hoping. We do as well need to wait for Mayak Naroki to make his actual debut as well. So I'm hoping, you know, to see some of these players tomorrow night live and being able to see them throughout the season, because you know, we have brought in players, which is fantastic to do so. But you know, of course, we do need to look at what these players are going to bring to the squad, and the only way we'll be able to know that is by watching them and seeing how the players develop. You know, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we ended up conceding an equaliser, which I think the penalty should never have been a penalty. I'm not just saying that. I think during these games that you show that, you know, some of these penalty decisions, if VAR was involved, they would never have been given. I think it was a dive for Matt Doherty, to be honest. That's what I think. I think he's went down far too soft, and there's bare minimum contact, if any at all. So I think it's a soft penalty, very soft. I don't think it should have stood, if I'm being honest. There's penalties that you look at it and at first glance you think, you know, that's a penalty. But that the second I seen it, I was like, nope, not enough in it for me. You know, if there is contact, he's took too many steps and then fell down. He's fell down outside the park. So in my eyes, it's not a penalty. If there's contact, you go down instantly. You don't. It's not delayed. If there's any delay, then in my eyes, it's not a penalty. But They ended up scoring. Matheus Cunha had scored the penalty, and here's the penalty. You guys can probably see, in my opinion, it's a great penalty. It's a great penalty. You know, Cunha's done brilliant, and I'll admit that. You know, he's done brilliant to hit the penalty. Penalties aren't easy, especially for strikers or for goalkeepers, but it shouldn't have been a penalty. You know, but Wolves did make so many chances. There were a few chances in the game they could have easily scored, but of course they didn't take a lot of their chances. And we were the exact same. You know, it was a very balanced game. You know, I think a draw was a perfect result. As soon as we went 1-0 up, you know, we were thinking, oh yes, this is what we're needing. That bit of hair's annoying me, by the way. You know, that's what we were needing. We were needing an early goal, but we had to then go out and try and finish the game off early, but we couldn't. And of course, we let Wolves get back into it and gave away a stupid penalty, which I still stick to my opinion. It shouldn't have been a penalty. I really don't think it was. If anybody can explain how that was a penalty, I'll be more than happy to listen to it. But you know, to me, it's not a penalty. If that was in a European game or in the league, I'd be very annoyed if that was given against me. If we had decisions going for us and we thought, you know, last season that shouldn't have been a free kick, that shouldn't have been a penalty, that shouldn't have been this, that, the next thing. You know, it's not just because it's given against us that we say that. You know, sometimes you go, oh, you know, we were lucky to get that. You know, that should never have been given, and you're thankful. But there is times when, of course, you will get things given against you, and it is annoying because it shouldn't have happened. But you know that you're going to get something that you shouldn't have got, and of course you're going to be happy with it, but you don't feel as if it's right. But anyway, that was the main talking points of the game. I think we played very well, but I don't like to judge players as of yet during pre-season unless I've seen them the previous season, and then being able to see what Rodgers is starting to cook up. Of course, it's his second spell. We know what he does. We know how he plays, and you know, I'm excited to see more of it. Of course, I think Rodgers is a fantastic manager. He's definitely got a better European record than Ange did, and you know, he is more. He plays a different way. You know, it's not just press all the time. He presses in a certain way that Ange just doesn't. And you know, and I guess the best form of defence is attack. So you know, I think Rodgers will continue on doing well. I expect the only teams I expect us to really struggle against are the likes of maybe Hearts. For time to time at Tynecastle can be quite difficult. You know, Aberdeen at Pittodrie is always difficult for us. But the only team that realistically I can see us losing to and being up against it is a real challenge is Rangers, because the way I see it is Celtic and Rangers shouldn't lose to anybody in this league apart from each other. So I always see that the league is decided on Derby Day. So if we go out and we perform, you know, with some of the teams you can be in a half day, half effort, and you'll still win. You know, it's as simple as that because of the strength of the squad and the ability of the squad. Whereas the likes against Rangers and Hearts and Aberdeen and your Hibs and your big clubs, you know, that are going to put up a big challenge for you, and you're not going to expect them to bring a challenge. They're the teams that you have to put in maximum effort into, and you need to hope that you're really on your day. But at Celtic Park, I don't fear anyone. It's going to these places like Tynecastle, like Pittodrie, like Ibrox, you know, that we will worry about this season. You know, and I'm excited to see how everything goes. I'll be doing an SPFL prediction in the next couple of days before the league season actually starts. And I'm going to do an English Premier League prediction as well before the English League starts as well, and then we'll come back to it at the end of the season and see how close I actually got. I think I did it last season, I'm sure. I was saying that Celtic were going to win the league, and Rangers were going to finish second. But I think I predicted St Johnstone to go down, which obviously didn't happen. It was Dundee United, but I think I got most of them right. It was mostly just with me and my friends just predicting who was going to do what. But I predicted, I think it was last season, for Arsenal to get back into the top four. But I predicted Arsenal to win the league, which they almost did. But I think the SPFL is going to be very good this season, especially Celtic and Rangers are starting to bring in more aggressive players, more players to suit the league. Because obviously we need to bring in players, but we'll see what happens in Europe. We'll see what the draw's like. I'd be happy with Europa League. I'd be happy with finishing third. I see that as our aim because someone said to me, Celtic and Rangers aren't good enough to be playing in the Champions League, and you know what, I agree. As much as both of us want to, and we both love that Champions League, if we want to do well in Europe, Europa League is more of our level, because let's be perfectly honest, we're not going to compete with Barcelona, Real Madrid. Your Bayern Munichs, your PSGs, we're not going to be able to compete with those teams because they're paying high wages. They've got big budgets, big squads, big youth teams as well. They snatch up every good youth player in the world, and they're near enough impossible to stop. They're a very, very strong side. And the quality that Real Madrid and Barcelona and that can produce is far greater than the quality that Celtic and Rangers could produce. It's nothing bad on the two of us. It's just, as soon as one of the teams come calling, players accept it right away. Whereas a lot of players don't want to play in this league. But I hope Celtic and Rangers knock out and show these European sides, that us Scots are great. I want Celtic to do well, and I want a part of me wants Hibs to get into the conference. I want Aberdeen to do well as well. I want some of the Scottish teams to do well. Obviously, I don't want Rangers to win anything in Europe, but I want all of us to do somewhat well and bring a better reputation for us as a country. So we'll hopefully see what happens in Europe this season. The draw's soon. Rangers are playing their European ties soon, so obviously Rangers know who they're going to be playing this week. They'll find out for next week. But if Rangers fail to win in the Champions League and get into Europa League, they might do better in Europe, but they will have to play catch up to us, because of course we would play on a Tuesday and a Wednesday night. But I'm hoping that we don't get a group of death. I really don't. I don't want us to go out there and get absolutely humiliated time and time again, because it's not worth it. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the match day vlog. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, ding that bell so you guys never miss an upload. We are so close to 100 subscribers here on YouTube, which is going to be massive for me to grow this, because of course this is just my reviews and my vlog channel. This is all my Celtic stuff and all my football stuff and my real life stuff, so we do have some great videos coming. We've got this Celtic game, we've got Scotland next month in September against England, which I am absolutely buzzing for, and I've got a big holiday next year, so you guys will see a lot of vlogs over the next year or so make sure to subscribe and like, and yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you think of this Celtic squad so far. Do you think that the performances have been good or bad? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Done. Peace out.